përshëndetje të klasa 12, siç e shihni, sot kemi mundësim me dëgjim, për do të dëgjojmë dhe do të testojmë aftësitë tona në të dëgjuar dhe të kuptuarin në asaj çfarë ne dëgjojmë. Do të dëgjojmë për informacion specifik dhe do të shohim sa mund të kuptojmë duke përdorur këtë shqis. Fillojmë mësimin dhe në fund do të diskutojmë përgjigjet tuaja për të parë aftësitë tona. Suksese! You will hear part of a radio program in which an educational psychologist is interviewed about what characterizes a genius. For questions 1 to 10, complete the sentences. Interviewer: Good morning. Today we are continuing with our series on the mind and intelligence. In our studio here today we have Mary Simpson, an educational psychologist who will tell us something about the secrets of being a genius. Welcome, Mary. Mary: Thank you. Well, for many years it has been said that a genius is born with special abilities and possesses high intelligence. For example, a genius is characterized by strong individuality, imagination, and creativity, in addition to extreme intelligence. We apply the term genius to Leonardo da Vinci, Albert Einstein, William Shakespeare, and many more. Does a genius possess a superior talent in any specific field? Yes, certainly. Einstein, for instance, was a genius in physics and mathematics. Da Vinci was gifted in many areas, such as art, engineering, and philosophy, while Shakespeare was a genius in literature. How did Leonardo da Vinci enrich himself to develop great intelligence? Isn't it estimated that his IQ was approximately 220 and that he possessed great skills and creativity? Yes, that is a fact. Leonardo himself stated that there were 7 secrets that could help you to become a genius. Firstly, he said that one must have an incredible curiosity about one's surroundings world as well as burning desire to discover and achieve. Secondly, he insisted that knowledge must be constantly tested through experiences. Thirdly, he stated that the senses needs to be constantly sharpened so that there can be an understanding of the true nature of things and not just the outer appearance of things we observe. The fourth secret is that we must accept vagueness and trust unseen forces that can influence our lives. The fifth characteristic is that one must develop a balance between art and science in order to live a varied and interesting life. His sixth secret was that one must lead a healthy lifestyle because he felt health and fitness would boost mental power. So, should we be more aware of our diet in order to improve our IQ? Most definitely. If we eat healthily, we will boost our energy levels and our ability to think clearly and creatively. Remember that creativity is essential to being a genius. What was his final secret? He felt that all the phenomena in the world are connected in some way, that is, energy, laws, nature, and so on. We know that a genius may come in many forms. Leonardo was artistic. What can you tell us about William Shakespeare? William Shakespeare was a true literary genius. He saw life as theater and vice versa, and his works covered a huge range of feelings and emotions. How fascinating! Are there any other interesting facts about Shakespeare that you would like to share with us? Definitely! Did you know that Shakespeare used more than 25,000 words and invented phrases that are used even today in popular conversation? Note that an average person uses only 1,000 words in general conversation. So, it is because of such desire for new ways of expressing thoughts that we have a deeper, richer language and also new jargon. How can we encourage people to develop the skills that literary genius possess? I would suggest that they read many great works of literature, for example, Shakespeare's play or poetry. Every genius has a mentor or a powerful guide to influence him or her. I also believe that should live their lives with conviction, and produce creative works by writing love songs, poetry, or even painting. This method supports most of Da Vinci's secret of acquiring greater intelligence. Let's now consider Albert Einstein, a mathematics and physics genius. Did his genius show itself in early childhood, or did he develop it later in life? When he was 5 years old, his father gave him a pocket compass. He immediately realized that there was something in the empty space that moved the needle. This observation left a lasting impression on his mind. Do highly intelligent children have a clear understanding of situations or some sort of superior memory? Is that what sets them apart? Yes, they differentiate themselves from others with great originality of thought. For example, when Einstein was 6 years old, he began violin lessons and built models and mechanical devices for fun. When he was at school, he developed a strong liking for mathematics, but he hated the way it was taught by teachers using strict learning methods. Is there any way that we can encourage our children to strive for higher goals? There are many ways. I would advise families to switch off the TV, as it's not a creative activity. I also think that it's a good idea to encourage children to read a variety of books. Thirdly, parents should play many different types of music. These activities provide a stimulating environment for children and encourage them to think creatively. So, it seems that creativity and the role of the environment are crucial in becoming a genius. Certainly, but a positive self-image is very important too. Those children often carry a little notebook or PDA to write down creative ideas and thoughts based on their observations. Yet, most importantly, these super intelligent children ask many questions and they are extremely imaginative. But don't assume that it's all work and no play for them. They also have fun and enjoy life to the full. Thank you for a most interesting discussion. You will hear people talking in 8 different situations. For questions 1 to 8, choose the best answer A, B, or C. You overhear a conversation at a cafe. What is the woman trying to do? Men. I haven't been sleeping well the last few weeks because of my exams. I also drink a lot of coffee, which doesn't help. I've tried all sorts of things to make me sleep better. I tried drinking chamomile tea, drinking worm milk, I even count sheep. Nothing helps. I just lay awake all night worrying about the exam I have in the morning. Woman. That's terrible. You shouldn't get so stressed about your exams. Man. I know. But what can I do to get some sleep? Woman. You know, since I started putting a few drops of lavender oil on my pillow, I've been sleeping like a baby. Man. Really? I might try that. Woman. Here, take this lavender oil and try it tonight. I'm sure it will help you. 2. You will hear a school counselor talking about the problem of homesickness. What advice does she give? The first point that must be emphasized is that feeling a little bit depressed when you are first away from home is a completely normal reaction. You should not think that you have a serious problem and that you need to see a specialist. We all miss our family and friends in such a situation. However, it is a mistake to think that this feeling will just go away. You must take some positive steps. Begin by calling or visiting home less often. Next, look for new friends. 3. You overhear a conversation between 2 people. Does the man think about what the woman say? Woman. I saw it with my own eyes. Man. Calm down. I'm not calling you a liar. What I'm saying is that you wanted to believe this and told yourself that it was true. Woman. Not at all. I am absolutely sure that our mind can control our body and that people can run across burning hot coals without getting hurt. Have you tried it by yourself? Woman: Well, not exactly. 4. You hear part of a radio program. Who is speaking? Thank you for asking me that. Scientists and philosophers have been arguing for centuries about whether or not the mind can make the body sick. Such illnesses or disorders are known as psychosomatic, and the current debate focuses on the biochemical makeup of the mind. But here in a very, very busy hospital, I basically only have time to treat what I see. The exploration of deeper matters is more for research scientists. Five. You overhear a conversation outside the cinema. What does a woman think about the film? Man: Oh, look at the poster. I've heard about that film. Woman: I haven't. What is it about? Man: It begins with a woman in a police cell who is being interviewed about the death of his family. Woman: But what is it in a festival about mental health? Man: Well, while the police are interviewing him, they realize that he has a kind of amnesia where you lose the memory of what has happened after and not before an accident. Woman: That sounds interesting. Why don't we go and see it? 6. You overhear a conversation between two colleagues. What activity does a woman like? Man: The mind is a muscle and, like all the other muscles in your body, it needs to be exercised regularly. Woman: How do you suggest I exercise my mind? Man: Well, there are all kinds of ways. Reading a book is a good one, doing crossword puzzles, Sudoku, logic puzzles. Why don't you buy a puzzle book to do? Woman: I do like reading when I have the time, but I don't really enjoy doing puzzles. Man: Most people don't like exercising, but they still do it because they know it's good for them. Woman: Oh well, when you put it like that, pass me the newspaper, I'll try the crossword. 7. You hear a man talking about how he became interested in the computer game Second Life. What does he intend to do? Well, how did I get hooked on the Second Life? You know, I had been playing similar video and computer games since I was a teenager, and I think that it was just a continuation of that. Second Life offers so much, and your only real limit is your own imagination or lack of it. I just wish I were clever enough to design something like it myself, but I think I will keep the character I have made for myself on it. 8. You overhear a conversation between two neighbors. What point is a woman trying to make? Margaret: Well, they say playing classic music and make your child more intelligent, so I've played Mozart to Harry since he was a baby. James: And look at how he's turned out. Margaret: Yes, well, maybe he doesn't have much in common sense. Breaking your front window with a football was an accident. He can be a bit lazy, but that has nothing to do with intelligence. My Harry is very intelligent. He can speak 3 languages and he plays the drum and the guitar. James: Yes, I know. I could hear him last night when I was trying to sleep. For today, we will later discuss your options and your answers, and we will see your skills. Congratulations that you completed the exercises so far, and enjoy the rest.